You are listening to the Health and Wellness Podcast, curated by Dr. Lori Marzell. Dr. Marzell is a primary care physician and a certified menopause practitioner that combines the wisdom of natural medicine with modern medicine to help maintain optimal health. She has a special focus in food allergies and bioidentical hormone replacement. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Dr. Marzell. Today I'd like to talk about the third stage of food allergy reactions, which is the addictive phase. Now, a lot of people don't know that this exists, but people can become addicted to a food just like they can become addicted to a drug. How? The same biochemical pathways are involved, and the drive is no less than any other addiction. This is how I kind of do a screening, a basic screening to see if patients may have an addiction to a particular food. When they come in, especially on a first visit, I like to ask them what they typically eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner. After they give me their usual spiel of what they're eating, I ask them, is there anything that really are favorite food for you, or anything you really crave? Usually if people do not have a food allergy, they'll kind of muse for a minute or two and say, I don't know, I kind of like carrots or whatever. But the people who have food allergies and often addictions will look up into the air and stop me before I even ask them finish the question. Oh yes, I love bread. I could eat a loaf of bread if I was sitting there. I love, there's a big difference. If they respond like that, then I know I should be suspicious that they probably have some food allergies and may have an addictive response. This is frequently present in people who have difficulty with weight loss. And not only are these foods addictive sometimes for people, but they produce endorphins, happy hormones, so that if the person stops eating them, they will go through an actual withdrawal stage where they'll be craving their favorite foods, just like a drug withdrawal. It's the same biochemical reaction. I know that sounds like it's way out there, but believe me, it's not. When people do not get the foods that they are used to eating that they're allergic to, oftentimes the withdrawal phase will go through not only cravings for that food, but irritability and intolerance and a whole bunch of problems that can occur. I had one little boy who was allergic to a number of things, and he was having difficulty in school. I talked to the parents extensively. I tested him for food allergies. There was some very good testing available. And he was allergic to several foods, and I discussed with them how to substitute other foods that are not allergenic for him, and so on. Well, there's a 5-day, and this is present with drug addicts too, there's a 5-day period of time when the endorphins and the cravings for that particular allergen are not satisfied. If you get up past day 5, the body has settled and it's okay. But before then, it goes through quite a temper tantrum, essentially. So this nice little boy who was just having difficulty with learning and remembering things, when they took out things that he was allergic to, he ended up getting sent home from school because he punched out the principal of the school. He didn't punch him out, he just punched him. He'd never exhibited any violence or anything before this, and this was a typical withdrawal reaction that, that could have been calmed down. Unfortunately, I had gone through this type of reaction with the parents, but they had been listening to the first part of our visit, and they just kind of tuned out the last part. So I worked with them to help them to quell this withdrawal phase so that their son could then pull out these addictive foods and calm down and then have a healthy body, healthy mind, and he turned into a wonderful student after that. No more punching out principals, and I hope no more punching out anyone as he grew older. This is called the withdrawal stage. Stay tuned for our next podcast on further information about food allergies and how you can find out if you have them, and if you take them out and substitute other foods, how much better you might just feel. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much for listening. If you learned something, don't forget to share with a friend. You can visit us at www.drmarzell.com. We create content for you. If there's a subject we have not discussed or a topic you want to dive deeper into, let us know how we can empower you. Questions can be submitted on our website under the podcast page. Until next time.